Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of World League Gaming's Super Adventure Review. I'm Switch.
And I'm Sin. Today's game that we'll be looking at is Halo 4.
Yeah, okay, so the long-awaited Halo 4. How long have you been waiting for this game, Seb?
Ever since I heard 343 that the Spark was actually going to be making the game, I was skeptical. Could not turn out good, could turn out bad.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that too, because the only thing that kind of had my hopes for thinking that it might be good is that 343 did come out with a lot of good map packs for Halo Reach when it was out, and they did have a hand in Reach, didn't they? Or was that all Bungie?
It was all Bungie. 343 was only handling all their, media, like the books, the graphic novels, all that stuff.
Okay, so right now, what we're going to be doing today is just going to get started on the campaign mode, just to give people a feel for how the gameplay and everything is. And right now, we got a Halo expert with us, so this guy will be able to tell us anything we might need to know. So, fancy new loading screen we got here too. All digital-like. Well, then again, it's only to be expected from a Halo game, right?
Yeah. Well, in case some people don't know, 343 Guilty Spark had a marketing campaign. They made a live-action movie which cost them $10 million. It was 5 episodes, around 20 minutes per episode. It's actually really good. You guys should check it out.
I haven't gotten around to seeing it yet, but I've heard this guy gushing all over it like a little fangirl.
It's really well done. It's actually, you might call it a prequel to this game, but it's also a prequel to even Halo Reach.
Oh. This game? Or...
Because Forward Onto Dawn...
Oh, Forward Onto Dawn, that's what we're talking about. Okay. Well, as far as oh wow, this is really impressive so far. This is just an in-game cutscene, right?
Actually, yeah, it is. It's using the game graphics to render this.
That's pretty sick. Oh, Cortana's back. And she looks...
high definition.
Exactly. Looks like she got that HDMI cord set up.
What?
Hey, we didn't get HDMI before this, no, did we?
Fair enough.
Alright, so, what's interesting to know about Cortana so far? Because, for someone like me who hasn't really been into the Halo series that much, these guys don't know, but the only Halo games I've really ever played was 3 and Reach. I only recently played Combat Evolved, but I still haven't played the second one. So there's a lot I'm really missing out as far as story-wise goes, story aspect of the whole game goes. So what's up with Cortana so far? Why are we here? How did we get here?
Well, Cortana is an AI created by Halsey, and she's a different AI, because she's an AI that was sort of cloned from Halsey's DNA. And with that makes her A, unique, and B, this takes place 7 years and 10 months after she was created. And storyline-wise, AIs, they go crazy after 7 years.
Yeah, so she's kind of hit her expiration date there. Alright, now we're actually getting into the whole meat of this whole thing.
Where are we? We're still adrift on Dawn. Why did you wake me? Hang on.
In case some people don't remember, Halo 3 ended with the ship Forward Onto Dawn entering warp space and the bubble collapsing halfway through. So half the ship made it into the warp bubble and got to Earth, which Arbiter was on it, and the other half is this half, and it's floating towards a planet.
Oh, interesting thing over here I remember you told me about. So what's this we got here?
This basically explains the history of Halo.
So basically, for people like me, if you really didn't care to follow the story that much, this will basically give you everything in a nutshell. Nice little neatly wrapped package.
Yep, around 10 seconds per game, and summarizes actually really well.
Yeah. So it looks like already we're getting into the part where it's kind of introducing the whole game mechanic, the mechanics of the gameplay so far, where it's controls and everything so far. So how well does it smooth in comparison to a lot of the previous Halo games to it?
If someone's played, let's say, Halo 1 through 3 plus Reach and ODST, the controls are really similar. The one thing they took, I guess, from the average PS game is the sprint. The left trigger now sprints. So it's not an equipment you have to actually find.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Sensor scan, high intensity, doesn't match any known patterns.
So what about this right now? Is this like a quick time event, or is this like actual, just like you having to control this, or is this like it's just the game moving on its own?
So bad.
This is actually one of the only quick time events. And it's a really simple one because he just looks in the direction you're supposed to go.
Oh, elites. I guess they're back this time around. That's not
And
surprising.
there he falls.
But I wanted the sword.
Sorry.
4 years. Either way, it's
We think alike.
You should be careful.
Everyone wants the sword.
Another cool thing is, executions are back in.
Oh, nice.
The grunts are also now high definition. They redid the entire grunt texture, so they actually look like aliens.
No, more like they actually look like Covenant. On the subject, of like of weapons now that we're talking about it, I can see you're kind of scavenging for whatever weapons you can find. Like how is the weapon variety so far in this game?
They bring back a lot of weapons that players are comfortable with, like the battle rifle and the DMR, the assault rifle, the pistol for human weapons, and you have a couple of new ones. Covenant-wise, they brought back
The good news is these
all the
guys
weapons
aren't
actually,
actually like
from 1
standard
through
military.
Reach.
It's possible we
Really?
just came across a
Like
rogue
what was missing from Reach? If like were there missing weapons at all? I don't know.
Or
Actually, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was one. Reach was supposed to be like the older weapons
Maybe they haven't recognized
that were
us.
never introduced in 1 through 3, like the DMR, for example.
Landing craft flanking us.
Oh, joyful!
Yeah, more elites and grunts. That's what we want to see more of.
Speaking of weapons so quickly, they actually gave Covenant an assault rifle, actually,
Oh,
for
wow.
lack of better terminology.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I would have thought the Needler would have been like the solution to that, but does this one super combine like the Needler would, or?
No, it doesn't. It's kind of weird. It's... Oh, I know what it replaced.
Oh yeah, I know which one. I know what you're talking
I
about.
forgot the name of it, though.
Yeah, it's basically that plasma assault rifle that you have to like cool down after you're using it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
it's the exact same gun, but it looks like a carbine.
Yeah, and then this whole bull.
We've got a cruiser on the
Yeah.
intercept course. Head for the elevator banks.
And the one thing they actually did change control-wise is crouch is now the B button, which is a bit uncomfortable for seasoned Halo players.
I'm green thumb, so it was actually perfect for me.
The pistol's not as broken as 1, but it's actually useful now. Whereas in Halo 2, it was just like, ugh.
What about the mechanics of the whole thing? Does this kind of just like flow as smoothly as Halo does?
It does actually. 343 took a game that Bungie created, and I can actually say they improved on it.
And that's really rare for most video games. Like you can never say it when a second one, like even for movies, when like another producer works on a movie that like, everyone's so familiar with, and it just turns out so poorly every single time because they just didn't get what like the original creator wanted. This is pretty like, from what you're telling me, this is really different. That's a really good thing, and I love hearing things like that. Okay, so how's the AI so far? Like, because it seems like these guys are kind of like aware of your locations like almost immediately. Is it any different from like the previous ones, or?
Well, the AI was significantly improved in Halo 3.
Shields are down.
Halo 1 and 2, the AI was honestly crap. They just stayed to the regular pathways, and that's all they really did.
Okay, well, what about your team's AI?
You actually don't really have a team. The Marines act on their own. They never really join you in this one. They sometimes stay in an area with you, they follow you for a bit, but they're always limited to that area. But in Halo 3, when you had Marines, you can add them to your fire team, and they actually follow you everywhere until they die. Unless you hit a cutscene.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure, like always for all Halo games, you're gonna have like the multiple difficulties, like your easy mode, your hard mode, your heroic mode. What mode are we on exactly right now?
Right now we're just playing on normal, because it'll just be a bit easier to show you guys everything in the game.
How far from this?
Okay.
Normally we beat it on legendary. Oh yeah, glass. Stupid glass. The environments, though, we must say, are largely improved on from even Halo Reach.
Oh yeah, that's like I can definitely see that. Just like it seems like they put more detail in a single room than they did in like a lot of the maps in the previous games.
Just about there.
And it's really reminiscent from the map packs that I remember seeing by 343, because I remember seeing what were those levels called? Like there was that one spaceship that was like that was facing on that was overlooking close to the sun or something like that, or some sort of explosion. Can't remember what it was called, but it was incredible. It was very well detailed, and on top of that, just like almost every single part of the environment was like accessible, which is really great. And you knew when and you obviously knew when someplace wasn't supposed to be accessed regularly. So what about the collectibles? Like, is there anything else here, or is there kind of like a bit of lacking? Because I've noticed that there isn't as much stuff you can pick up, or like not even Easter egg. Because I remember like back in Halo 3 and Reach, there was like that game was like known for having a lot of Easter eggs and everything like that.
I haven't actually beat the game already, but I haven't run into any Easter eggs per se, but they brought back the terminals, like in Halo 3 and Reach, where you walk around, find a small door somewhere or some hidden pathway.
Okay, and does it really reveal that much involving the story, or?
It actually doesn't unlock any in-game footage. You have to go to waypoints and view it there.
Oh, that's a little.
We're just about there.
Don't like saying bad things about the game, but it's like one of those kind of things. It's like, oh, like I have to access. Like I have to. So basically, if I want to watch a video, I have to exit my game, boot up another program, run it there, and if I feel like playing again, I have to go back and boot the game again.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why it's recommended to beat the game and watch the videos after.
Oh, you can assassinate grunts still. That's nice to know. So how linear exactly would you say this game is? Is basically your next destination really clearly brought up to you?
Honestly, it's not as linear as Final Fantasy X. Or sorry, no, 13. 13 was the linear one.
Yeah.
But
Thank you for that.
yeah, 10 was a good game. But I guess it is linear, but then the rooms you walk into are more open. Like you walk into a big room, you have to do something in spot A and in spot B, so you don't really stay in the same area non-stop or keep walking straight the whole time.
Okay. Well, while we're here, might as well get into the whole multiplayer aspect. And since we haven't really explored it all that much, I guess we're going to take the opportunity to look into it right now. So you want to just leave this game and we'll put up we'll just get into a really quick matchmaking match.
Sure thing.
All right, cool. So far we have played this game a little bit, and we've explored whatever we needed to, and it's really good. The thing we haven't really looked into yet is multiplayer. We played maybe one match, and it seems to play very similarly, but different. We'll let you guys check it out and see for yourself, and see how that works out.
The one thing they did change is there's no real multiplayer. You go into Infinity, which is the spaceship you're on, and then they have War Games, Spartan Ops, and of course Need Forge and Theater.
Yeah. So War Games is basically the name they would pick for matchmaking. Simply put, however, Spartan Ops is another new thing that they've added in this more recent game, where you're giving separate campaign missions you can do cooperatively with a bunch of friends. It's different from the campaign because campaign, whereas it's linear and it's all working under the assumption that one person's doing everything. What they're doing with Spartan Ops is that they're making it so that everyone can participate and be able to have something to do. So in the meantime, what do you want to play? Let's.
Oh, they added some more game types. Funny thing, Halo sort of killed Xbox Live for it today.
Oh yeah, we tried to play so many matchmaking games, but we just got booted every single time because it was just packed every time.
Yeah, there's only 40,000 people online in the morning.
Okay, so you want to just go with a regular Slayer game, or?
Yeah, sure. There's 170,000 people, so we should be able to easily find the game.
Okay, I'll sign in here.
Melanie!
That was the most random name I came up with too. Okay.
Okay.
So now we're gonna get started on this. Hopefully we can find a match quickly. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be that hard, considering how many people are online, and it is release night. So this is another neat little thing that I saw that they added to the whole matchmaking waiting in the lobby. You can actually look over the the profiles of all the people you're playing with in a much more convenient way. Because I remember back in the day they also had they had all the people they had all the characters list, everything on the left, and then they had the option of switching over to to the right and seeing what their stats were and everything like that. Whereas opposed to this, it's all presented right there on the front. You can see it easily, and even the veto is even the decision on the game is completely different. It looks a lot better.
Everyone's wearing standard armor except for the two. Was it Lotus?
No, Photos.
Photos.
Photos. Oh, Photos. I don't even know.
Let's just call it the pre-order armor.
Yeah, the pre-order armor.
Let's vote for Complex.
Okay, well this is a game of this is actually Team Slayer. Yeah, we're on the same team.
Another cool thing they changed is they're trying to add personality to the team. So they're building on a red versus blue aspect. Red was what? Shark emblem, I think?
Yeah, it was a shark emblem, and blue was a manta ray.
Yeah. The shark versus the manta, go!
We're a shark! I'd actually be a lot scarier of the manta, because that thing killed Steve. So.
Oh, rest in peace.
Oh, right, I'm second player. Derp. Oh.
So, like any multiplayer game, that split screen, they put the black bars on the sides, which we don't really like, but it's necessary.
This is a neat little thing that they actually altered and added into this game. They actually have the on-site location where you can actually show you where all the power weapons are located. So even if you're a first-time player, you'll know exactly where they are right at the start of the match. So as long as you keep an eye on the marker and you get there before someone who knows what they're doing gets there, you'll be fine. This whole thing seems to play very similarly to multiplayer Reach. Oh my god, he's got the sword! Yeah!
Still as overpowered as ever.
Sword kill, nice. So what was that? What was that we just saw there? Because I still haven't played Slayer at all. Because I think the first online game I played was maybe
King of the Hill, I believe.
Yeah, it was King of the Hill that I played first time. So I'm not really familiar with a lot of the Slayer things. So what was that we just saw there?
By pressing the right D-pad, I dropped a damage boost, and then I have to, of course, pick it up. So if you compare it to, I guess Call of Duty, whenever you get a specific amount of kills, you get a reward. Here, I think you start off with some rewards depending on your loadouts. And yes, they have loadouts. Go!
Nice! I saw that.
As you can see on the top screen... Oh, someone picked it up. It was pointing to the sniper rifle and the actual distance to it. And then this guy has picked it up and killed me. Oh, another cool thing, on the mini-map, they actually show the location of the vehicles, too. And they have icons for the vehicles now, too, so it's not longer just a blip that's moving incredibly fast towards you, it's a ghost.
Damn!
Didn't avenge me!
I tried to.
They've kept many things from the old multiplayers, like the medals.
Yes!
So
Splatter!
A very fun medal to get. Huh. Okay. I remember when I first played Halo 3 multiplayer, if you both meleeed at the same time, it was biased towards the person who... Actually, I don't even know how it was rated, because one person died, the other lived. And then they patched it after a month so that you both died. I wonder if that's the same problem here. Oh, and another thing is, when a grenade is thrown, there's an actual indicator now as to where it is. So you can run away from it and not towards it. Which is what I did so many times. Although with all these additions, I think the game has been improved for newcomers to the game. Because if you're an MLG, you of course know where all the weapon locations are. You've memorized them. You know the maps like the back of your hands.
Yeah. This is interesting considering not many people really know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. And whereas here with new players, you can literally start the game and go oh, that's where the rocket launcher is. Oh, that's where the sniper rifle is. We're at 300 points. We're losing by 70 points.
Yeah, boy.
Not good.
Not good at all.
Oh, that's how that works. You can get like a boost to stats or specific weapons. Oh, how I wish I had a sword. And if you ever see us playing online, feel free to give us a shout.
We love new people. Just don't be
possibly
assholes.
Get owned by you. Like that. Every time you die, you can actually press X to quick spawn, which will shorten your spawn time. Or you can change loadouts. Oh my, we're losing horribly.
Yeah, pretty badly. We have like everything. We've gotten only 10 points since the last time we looked.
Yeah, I blame me not playing a lot lately.
Oh, I see. Like those medals kind of get like develop, like add to points, kind of thing.
So like an assassination gets you 15 points, a regular kill gets you 10 points. So your team actually gets rewarded for earning medals this time around. I remember that was an option in Halo 3, I believe, for multiplayer, where you could enable a point system. Oh, I was the losing death.
Damn.
Oh.
So that's multiplayer. What do you think? I'm kind of indifferent. This seems very, very, very similar to what Modern Warfare is trying to do, and I gotta say I'm not a fan.
Actually, no, I think it's the complete opposite, because in Modern Warfare, in Black Ops, it was a lot of camping in the very beginning. And as soon as someone gets you in their sights, you're dead. Here, if someone shoots you, you turn a corner, turn around, and kill them. If you can. You can additionally, like in Halo 3 and Reach, you can change your service tag, your emblems, but they added stats. We haven't leveled up enough to change it yet, but
Yeah.
we can change our stats. You can change the armor just like Halo Reach, which I actually enjoy, and I believe players will continue liking it because it rewards multiplayer play. It gives people goals to unlock armor.
Yeah, just like every other Halo game, but there are a lot of people that, like me, that just don't want to be bothered with it. We want to get our good armor now. However, what I did like about this new thing with the multiplayer is that they actually have loadouts, and the loadouts actually really do help you out with the weapons you want. The only downside to that is that you can't. Like, it's a lot harder to find weapons, and it's a lot harder to find good weapons you will always need, like consistently need and use. So obviously, like there isn't as many weapons respawning constantly.
Well, that brings us to the end of this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you see us online, feel free to give us a shout. I'm Sindavathar on Xbox Live, and
Switchblade 420, which if you actually spell it out, it's basically Switchblade without the vowels. Well, anyway, I'm Switch,
Ensign.
and thank you for watching this episode. There we go.
Happy hunting.